How can the government refuse such a proposal to help hurricane victims build back their houses? That means that the $57 billion is not for the poor to rebuild, you know. It is clear that the $57 billion is to either catch up the budget or to use to fund other areas other than to build back houses. So why would you take from the NHT, an institution that is there to put a roof over someone's head? It is all good when you're taking from an entity to fulfill its mandate. I get that. But how can you take $57 billion from an institution and use that money from the NHT to fulfill another mandate? I find something wrong with that, Jamaica. I find something wrong with that. Take the money, yes, because we're using a majority to overrule, so we can't stop you from not taking it. But how about taking money from the NHT and fulfill the mandate of the NHT by providing housing solutions for those who were affected by Hurricane Melissa? We can agree with that. I don't understand why there is a fuss in governance, you know, because under no circumstances an opposition would not agree with a government if they do the right thing. Like, there is no animosity in governance, you know. It is the same thing with the Naira bill. Had it been that the government had listened to the opposition and put the oversight mechanism in place so people can do the checks and balances, the opposition would have supported the Naira bill, you know. But how can the opposition support a bill that has no oversight? You just sit there and continue to do as you please and spend this and spend this. We will have a problem with that. I don't get it, Jamaica. I don't understand it. So here we have the National Housing Trust being raided once again by the Labour Party for the next 5 years. The opposition proposed 2 years, and within those 2 years, use the money that you withdraw from the NHT to build back the survivors in Western Jamaica. Nothing wrong with that. What is wrong with that? Why is he so hell-bent and fixated in extending it for the next? We will be drawing $57 billion from the NHT. If you look at the plans of the opposition means more to the people than what the current government is doing. When I listen to Floyd Morris, he proposed amendment to the NHT bill that would have ring-fenced the NHT funds only for rebuilding homes destroyed in St. Elizabeth and Westmoreland, Hanover and St. James. Wonder if you know hear what Floyd Morris said. Floyd Morris support the ring fencing of the NHT funds only, you know, capital only if the refencing of the funds will be put towards directly to the rebuilding efforts of homes. But what the Jamaica Labour Party is doing is to take the $57 billion from NHT to fund the budget. And I think that is wrong. And I think the people of Jamaica should look carefully what is happening here. I believe that the people of Jamaica should look carefully what is happening here. It is okay. We're not sound enough to take the money. There's nothing the opposition say and do will change the minds of the government. They are the government. But we have a voice. And I must commend the opposition for using their voices. And them not just attack, them and make proposals. Because oftentimes they ridicule the opposition and say, oh, no plan, only just a chat. But ever since that September 3rd, it is a different opposition under the leadership of Mark Jefferson Golding. They don't just come out and just talk. They make referrals. They make proposals. And one such proposal is that instead of using the NHT funds to fund the budget that have significant shortfalls, hence the reason why the government is looking to the NHT. Don't forget that Favour, after reading the budget, Favour have to went and do another supplementary budget, because there were significant shortfalls in the budget. When you come up with a budget, Jamaica, that budget must last for the entire year, The money must be able to fund whatever funding needs the country need. Pay the teachers them. You name it. However, Favour continue to make several shortfalls in the budget, so much so that after the budget is read, she find out say money a go short and she not go have enough money to pay them and so and that the entity and this. So she have to be going to institution to dip in their institutions. One such recent institution is the FSC. What Favour go down at the FSC now go take out $500 million for do? Eh? Why Favour gone down at the FSC gonna take up $500 million to do what? And she must explain. And I hope when them press briefing happens tomorrow, the journalists who present themselves ask them, why is it that the government continue to do withdrawals from institutions to fund the budget? Ask them, what is the purpose? Because they can't tell. We say them take $57 billion from NHT to make house. It is not to build houses, Jamaica. It is to fund their failed budget. And I don't take that lightly. I don't take it light at all. Eh? Well, Jamaica, when I listen to Floyd Morris, he make a lot of sense. The country is now on empty because the government budget is wanting, and so they have to be going around and taking money from institutions that the budget did not ask for. It is sad, but this is what persons would have chosen to put back in power. So, Jamaica, I want you to listen to the Senate, and then we're going to have a discussion. Listen to Senator Floyd Morris and his contribution to this NHT bill.
Morris? I have some amendments that I am proposing, and in two, I would want to see us delete 2C, 2D, and 2E, because delete 2C, yes, 2D, and E. Yes. So that we would support for 2 years, which would end in 2028. And then I am going to be proposing a new 3. Clause 3? Yes. No, don't get there yet then. No, it's consequent. It's consequent on this. Okay. Yeah. I'm adding a new section 3, which would read, these funds should be specifically used to build houses for citizens who have been affected by Hurricane Melissa in the affected parishes. And the existing 3 would become 4, and therein we would change the date to March 2028. Those are the amendments that I'm proposing. Thank you very much. So the members would have heard the proposed amendment to clause 2. All All in favor of the amendments proposed by Senator Morris? Aye. Thank you very much. So 1 minute. So the noes have it. Divide? Yes. Yeah, are you serious, Senator Morris?
Yeah.
A divide?
Yeah.
Yes. Madam Clerk?
It's a proposal to build
Madam Clerk?
to the people who are...
Senator Brown, please.
I'm just trying to clarify.
You hear that a while ago, Jamaica? The government of Jamaica and the government senators have voted no to the rebuilding of homes to those who were affected. So the 57 billion that they are taking from NHT, which is the National Housing Trust, whose mandate is to build house for the citizens in Jamaica. The government, the Jamaica Labour Party, voted no to the $57 billion to go towards building homes. They have decided to use that $57 billion to fund the budget. Jamaica, it is a shame and a disgrace. And you won't hear these things on mainstream media, you know. I just want to ask God to continue to bless me and bless my platform where I can put the truth out there so persons can be informed. Speaking about informed and putting the truth out there, people I crave your indulgence now. Make I go off on a tangent. Jamaica, especially those who support the People's National Party, every comrades home and abroad, listen to me now. The last Friday in this month of June, because I want to launch my YouTube channel in July. People, we're not supposed to do anything in rush. We are not the Labour Party. We not rush nothing and pass nothing in no hurry. We are take a little time and get things right at the right time. So the last Friday, thank you, Momo. Momo is saying that the last Friday is the 26th. I'm asking every single person's home and abroad, yes, that want to see changes in this country and want to see the message and want to see the Dre Bryan platform grow bigger and bigger. I am going to do a tag drive on the 26th of June. May I ask you to write it down because I am working on everything. I will be having microphone, lighting, you name it, cameras, whatever I'm working on with my YouTube studio, right? But on the 26th, I want everybody to come together and we're going to work together in purchasing a laptop. I need a nice laptop with all the features so that I can have my channel run smoothly. I want everybody to agree for the support on the 26th. So the 26th, we're not going to have no political show. We're going to have a tag drive where every single person, I don't care how small it is, right? We're going to come together and we're going to raise some funds to purchase a decent laptop so that we can launch with YouTube channel in July. So I'm giving everybody enough time. As the days progress, I will remind you guys. So I'm asking you guys kindly, start put on the $10, start put on the $20. Who can afford 50? Who can afford 100? The Zelle will be available. The bank account, you name it. We will put everything and we're going to just have a wonderful program on that Friday. And so I'm asking for all the assistance and the help on the 26th of June. It is the last Friday in this month. And for those who are here in Jamaica, I want you guys to be a part of it as well. If it's even $1,000, whatever it is. And if somehow you don't want to go Western Union to send, you come together and say, make we put together and we all can do it. So I'm asking every single person, because as we speak, I have majority of the stuffs already, such as microphone working on, lighting working on, my background working on, you name it. It's going to be a nice, I know nothing fubble double. The space is going to be created and transformed nicely. Yeah, because I believe that these good programs that we are having on TikTok must also be streamed live on YouTube, so persons can always go back and rewatch. Right? And so I'm asking for the support and for the love of all comrades and to all those individuals who want to see the platform continue to grow. All right, people? So enough of the voice. Me know in love with the voice and it is unique. But I'm asking every single individual to give me the support on YouTube. I want to launch my YouTube in July. And so on the last Friday of this month in June, all right, everybody? So take note of it, please. All right, Jamrock, what you say? MoneyGram? Anything. Western Union, MoneyGram, Zelle, Scotia, you name it. We are going to have all the channels available because we want to raise at least $800, nothing less than $800. And we go and purchase the laptop so that the show can get bigger and better. All right? Thank you, Melorific. Cash App, you name it. Everything will be available. Everything. So I'm asking everybody from now, start put on the little $10 and the $20. And for those who are here in Jamaica, put on the $500 and the $1,000. Every mickle make a muckle. Yes? So I'm looking forward. God is good. Right now, if you go on my page, you will see my Zelle, my bank account, all of those things are there on my page. So I will definitely be encouraging persons week go by. All right? Thank you, my listeners. Asking if I have Jamaica National. No, I don't have Jamaica National. You know, I have Scotia. But we can make it happen. I can find trustworthy persons. But I will work out something, man. So Zelle, Cash App, Scotia, you name it. All will be available. Thank you in advance. And I'm looking forward to the 26th of June. All right? Thank you, guys. Now back to class. Jamaica. I don't know if it bothers anybody, but it certainly bothers me. Because many persons today cannot get a loan from JPS, but they are a contributor to NHT. Sorry. You have been contributing to NHT, but you cannot get a loan from them, yet still you are a contributor. It makes no sense. It makes no sense, Jamaica. Michael Manley built the NHT so it can help poor people. But instead of poor people benefiting, a person who already established and business entity can go down there go get loan because them have collateral damage. NHT is for the poor. And we will love for the NHT to go back to its purpose. The Jamaica Labour Party have destroyed the National Housing Trust. And they are now diverting funds that was intended to help build back. They are using the funds at the NHT to fund the budget. And I think Jamaicans should strongly disagree with them. And Jamaicans should never forgive them for what they are trying to do with the NHT. Moving on, Jamaica. 17 minutes past the hour of 12. 12 noon. Jamaica, as I would have explained earlier, I know I saw it somewhere. $500 million withdrawn from the FSC. Huh? At a time when the regulators' finances were already deteriorating. So the FSC no have the money, but favor gone down there. Gone with. So 500 million deducted from the FSC. We need some answers. Why is it that the government continue to invade our institutions, to take away the little money to fund the budget? What is it that Favor is doing to steer the economy so that the economy can grow? In place so that the economy can grow. Instead of going at the NHT or going at the FSC, take out the people their money. Huh? What is it that the Jamaica Labour Party proposed to see the economy grow? I am waiting. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? This don't sit well with me at all, Jamaica. It doesn't sit well with many of us. Well, continue to argue and continue to cuss and continue to ask. Yesterday, we would have delved into why the Prime Minister is in a predicament that he's in. And when me wrap up my program, the labor rights, they message me, then call down my phone. We need to get, what can you do? Mr. They ask me, Jamaica, can you, let me just remind the people them. I do not have a problem with Labour Party, but what I do not heavy. You not hear it? You not hear me good? I feel like me a strain my voice to talk loud. Because the rain a beat like a bullet on the roof. Bullet on the roof. Bullet on the roof. In and out. Club social, I say in and out. Ah boy, something is wrong. Something is wrong. But Chantella say me in and out. Jenna say me good. But Fergie say me in and out. Me a break up. I don't know. But see if you can go and hold the faith for the next 30 minutes, we wrap up at 1 o'clock. Me not end my life because the gospel have to preach. The gospel have to preach and not ending my life. And not ending in my life at all. The gospel must be preached. And the gospel of the People's National Party must be preached. Yes. Jamaica. When I look and I see people really sit down and I ask Mark Jefferson Golding to come out and tell the nation why in statutory declaration not certified. I have to ask myself, are these people for real? Huh? Are these people for real? Huh? The Jamaica Labour Party, I come and ask Mark Golden why in statutory declaration for 1 year is comrades, the people who were upon the live, wasn't the Prime Minister's statutory declaration refer to the TAJ? Why would Andrew Holness statutory refer to the TAJ? There's only one of two things. Either you're not tax compliant or you lie on your declarations. Because the Integrity Commission, after investigating the Prime Minister, would have made reference to the TAJ that Andrew Holness cannot be certified until him explain why is it that millions of dollars are being transferred to various accounts showing profits, but yet still the Prime Minister file nil taxes. Where are the Labour Party? Where are the supporters of the Jamaica Labour Party this afternoon? Because I need to ask them a few questions. Where are the labor rights? I want everybody right now on the live to do me a favor. I want 400 people in the next 5 minutes to come over here. I want everybody listening right now to just click the share button. Press the share button and share it to one person. It is not hard. So I'm asking every person on the live now, click that little arrow, the share arrow, and I want you to share it to one of your friend them. Yes, just click the share button one time and it will be shared to at least one of your contacts. Yes, I want everyone on the 330 other uno that is here listening, click the share arrow. That is it. Yes, man. Yes, people. That is how we work together. Thank you, Pacha Gray. Thank you, Paula Sadler. Thank you, Little Miss. Thank you, Norma Lynn. Twizzy, Patrice, highly blessed. Jesus is miracle. Azagad, Carol, Blake. That is it. No, people. Yes, man. Let the life build. Thank you, Opal. Thank you, Mrs. Escobar, the entire team. Ian Nelson, Jam Rock, Pearl Winter, Marcia Myrie. That is it. And watch the live build up a little bit. I'm asking for all the labor rights to come and listen. And please to be on your best behavior, because while me tolerate some of you now and again, I will not be promising anybody that I will be wasting my time to tolerate any labor rights. All right? This platform is dedicated for the truth to be spoken at all times. And I will not be granting my platform to no labor right to come over here and spread no propaganda so that their party can get any form of noticement. This is where the truth resides. And so, Jamaica, many persons are asking, why is it that Andrew Holness statutories cannot be certified? And I have to remind the people before I close my program this afternoon. And many of them are not going to like what I'm about to say. But the truth must be spoken. And that is the reason why many gathered here on a daily basis, because this is where they get the truth. And this platform set the tone for what is to come for the rest of the afternoon. Jamaica, lest we forget, they must say me line a cut in and cut out. You know it go over here so pay sabotage. But they cannot take away the platform, because Jesus reside over here. He's one of my moderators. Jamaica, let me remind you how it all started. Labour Party, please to come. Please to come, Labour Rights. Why is it that the Prime Minister cannot be certified up to now? I am going to remind you why he's unable. So me know no kind of feel away if you see the opposition leader get certified year after year after year, and the Prime Minister certification stuck for the past 5 years. Ask yourself why. And because you know ask why, I am going to tell the people of this country why. Thank you, Pachagree. No. Based on what I would have gathered, this is how it all started, Jamaica. The Integrity Commission has been investigating the Prime Minister for a while. Remember, he came out, remember his classic statement, I have looked far and wide, and nobody is under no investigation to the best of my knowledge. Remind you, the Prime Minister was undergoing his own investigation by the Integrity Commission. And when the media asked him, when the illicit 8 come out, if he is aware of anybody being questioned or under any investigation for illicit enrichment. Remember that the Prime Minister was the first one to declare, say him look far and wide, and he would have asked. Oh, no, remember. The Prime Minister said that he have asked and he has looked far and wide, and nobody to his knowledge is under any investigation. Mind you, the Prime Minister himself was being questioned by the Integrity Commission. Yeah? After the investigation, Jamaica, in 2021, the Integrity Commission sent a report to Parliament. And the long-awaited tabling of the Andrew Holness statutory declaration was tabled in Parliament. And this is how it all started. Yeah? So the Prime Minister stood up in Parliament and he delivered a statement responding to the findings of a report by the Integrity Commission into his income and assets. Holness said that he will be challenging several of the findings, citing errors made by the entity. I reject these findings. That is what Andrew Holness said in Parliament. Okay. The reason why the Prime Minister is not certified today is several things. Why? I don't know why the Jamaica Labour Party and its supporters continue to play dumb. Why for 5 years Andrew Holness is not certified. Yes? This is the hallmark of it all, Prime Minister Andrew Holness has not explained the movement of millions of dollars among connected companies that he have. Which means that when the Integrity Commissioner question him, up to now he no provide them with the answers to the questions. So how is it that you expect to be certified when the basic question to prevent corruption and conflict of interest, you are not willing to comply, Prime Minister? How is it that you are looking to get certified when you are not cooperating with the investigation? Huh? So this is the first red flag. He has not explained the movement of millions of dollars among his connected companies. It went on further, Jamaica. Yes? One of the major reasons why the Prime Minister is not certified today. Reason number 2, see it in front of you. The Prime Minister was caught fixing the use of charity funds to buy personal assets. I'm going to repeat that again. The Prime Minister was caught red-handed trying to fix the use of charity funds to buy personal assets after the Integrity Commission raised questions. So what this is saying right now, Jamaica, is that during the investigation, when Andrew tell the Integrity Commission, say, oh, these millions of dollars that you see right here in this account, these are charity funds. I have a charity, and here is all the money I receive from charity. So the Integrity Commission say, beautiful, that is good, man. But when they continue to investigate, the Integrity Commission saw that the charity that Andrew Olney say him a run, and the money are coming in, donors are donate to the charity. When the money come in, instead Andrew put it towards the charity to help the poor and destitute. Andrew use the money are coming in to the charity to do what? To buy personal assets. So when he told the Integrity Commission that this money in this account is in charity money, nothing was wrong with that. Anybody can have one charity. But when they decide to investigate the charity Jamaica, the Integrity Commission uncovered that monies that were sent to his charity were being diverted to buy personal assets. And so, Jamaica, during the investigation, when the Integrity Commission pointed out to Andrew Holness, say, hear what the Integrity Commission say? Andrew Holness, fix the use of the charity, fix it. That means, say, when them discover the problem, say, Andrew, I use the charity money to do things that it wasn't intended to do. Andrew quickly now I try to making accountant or we have run him, I try to fix it back. And that the reporter say, you know, Holness fixed use of charity funds to buy personal assets. Yes! That is what the report is saying. He fixed the use of charity funds to purchase personal assets. Huh? And so, Jamaica, when the Integrity Commissioner find them something and say, no, Andrew, this no look good. We have to continue to investigate you. So Mark Golden gets certified another year and Andrew still under investigation. So it start to look bad. Andrew run out now and start ball. So the Integrity Commissioner target him. But there are suitable grounds for you to be targeted, Prime Minister. It's not like then just get up and I tell lie on you. There is a reason why you are continuing to be investigated. When they ask you the question, you're not comply, you're not cooperating with the investigators. So how you expect to be certified? You want to tell me so they have two major findings here. Number one, you have not explained to the commission the movement of millions of dollars among your connected companies. Second of all, you fix the use of charity funds to buy personal assets. These are things that are criminal. Eh? And when the Integrity Commissioner find out them something about him, and people say they know Mark Golding certify for another year, and up to now Andrew can't certify. He run come out and try to play the victim. Oh, them a target me. The Labour right and the MP, them and the comrades, them sit down to come help me. Me a wanna who me black, me a Jamaican, me come from down a water, wherever in a Spanish town as an ordinary black man. Who cares? Right is right and wrong is wrong. And the Integrity Commission discovered several irregularities. And when they discovered all of that about the Prime Minister, he started to play the victim and said that he feels targeted by the Integrity Commission. Nobody no target you, Andrew. You are a public servant. And once you're a public servant, you will be scrutinized. You knew what you were signing up for. You knew that every year you have to file your statutory declarations. So why is it that you're playing hard and say them a target you? If you don't want to be targeted or questioned or investigated, comply and pay your tax them and certify yourself so people can look for you as a man of integrity. Because right now, there's nothing about integrity about you, every integrity gone back a Mark Golding. And the people are beginning to see that. So when the Integrity Commission discover all of these things about him and he start to play the victim and say him feel targeted, Andrew Holness threatens, the Integrity Commission to take the matter to court. So Andrew Holness took the Integrity Commission to court. Well, Jamaica, this was the biggest mistake that Andrew Holness could have ever done. Is trying to take the Integrity Commission to court. And I'm going to tell you why. Remember when the report table, that's all was there is that he's being questioned for illicit enrichment and, he cannot explain millions of money through various accounts. And he would have fixed the use of charities to, him own personal assets. So Andrew now take these things to the court. Remember, they find these things about the man, that means there are proof. Andrew play the victim and I carry the people them and the investigating team at Integrity Commission to court. Kakafat. Jamaica, when everything got courthouse now, yes, everything I go bust out, This is where everything a bust out. And so, Andrew Holness's ghost of filing past, Andrew's legal fight exposed decades of financial gaps. So, what we are here about the Prime Minister now, we never hear the half fight, I just the surface. We did not hear about Andrew. But because Andrew now wants to overrule the Integrity Commission and the law, he wants to see that he's bigger than the law. He takes the matter to the court. And Jamaica, so everything bust out. So I want the labor rights them to come and listen because they are over there saying that it's politics and the Integrity Commissioner PNP over there and that they must sabotage the Prime Minister. There is no sabotage. What would you call these findings, labor rights? Only no looking at yourself and say them as something and not tan good. And you cannot get certified until you clear up them as something here. How is it that you accost the PNP and accost the Integrity Commission for doing their job? The PNP are holding you to account. And you have a problem. Why is it that you in a public office, if you don't want people shield you wrongdoing? It will not happen, and certainly it's not going to happen under Mark Golding watch. Well, Jamaica, when the court start hear the things them, Yeah? After trying to take the Integrity Commission to court, Andrew Holness' legal fight exposed decades. May I get some breaking news? This. Only na sister favor fail the country. The finance minister have failed the country miserably. How is it that we not can't fund the education ministry? Favor. No, me not get this. Something wrong with the heading. Something wrong with the heading right here, so me not think nothing go so. So I want to implement one education tax again for pay teachers. Me not understand what they go on yesterday in Jamaica. I don't understand what is happening here. And if all the person as Xavier me and then send fi come deliver this a message. What make them can turn you in a kunomunu so? This man has never stood up in parliament and represent Southwest Cent and never yet turn up and speak yet for the 3 term. Huh? And you I gotta take up this span your head. Come and tell the Jamaican people. Say the finance ministry can fully fund the education sector. I don't have no time wasting. I don't know because you can't sidetrack me this afternoon. I'm going to wrap up the Labour Party and put on down one place. Back to class coming and tarry so at all. The country mash up. Huh? Country mash up. Anyway, Jamaica, after Andrew carried the Integrity Commission to court, he lose the court case. Andrew lose the court case and then he apply for judicial review. Huh? Well, Jamaica, when the matter was brought to court, the Supreme Court reject Andrew Holness' bid to strike out part of the Integrity Commission official affidavit. Can you imagine? Can you imagine, Jamaica? Somebody sworn affidavit. Remember, the Integrity Commissioner do the investigation, and they might investigate people. So you have to swear the truth and nothing but the truth. And Andrew Holness carry the Integrity Commission to strike out things where people put on in their sworn affidavits. Huh? Jamaica people, come listen to this part here. The Prime Minister take the Integrity Commission to court and ask the court to strike out parts, yeah, of the Integrity Commission's sworn affidavits. Jesus help me this afternoon. Huh? Well, the corruption prosecutor to probe Andrew Holness' conflict of interest allegation in the Integrity Commission report. The report concludes, listen good, that Andrew Holness may have influenced the awarding of millions of dollars in government contract to the company of a business associate. Government contract awarded to one of Andrew Holness' business known as Western Construction. Western Construction Director Robert Gavin and Donovan Simpson are known to Andrew Holness for over 20 years. Jesus help me, Father. When I hear this, Jamaica, Andrew Holness, you know, have a business known as Western Construction. And in the business where Andrew him have two individuals working as his director, and Andrew and them are friends for over 20 years. Then that kind of conflict of interest. And that the Integrity Commission reporter states, you know, when they go to court, you know. Remember, we never know all of them are something until they go to court, you know, and Andrew drag it to court, you know, and now them are something and they bust out in the court, you know. Jamaica no listen good. The report states that contracts were awarded by Andrew Holness through the Ministry of Health when Andrew Holness served as portfolio minister then, and while he was at the Social Development Commission and also at the National Works Agency. Yeah. So what the report is saying, you know, is that when Andrew in the ministry, Andrew they awarding own company contract, you know. Hey, God Almighty. And when then done them, I say, how Andrew no certify? The report states that Andrew Holness personally knows Mr. Gavin as he was employed in his constituency office in West Central St. Andrew, and he's also in his personal business. So Andrew Holness hire Mr. Gavin in a constituency office. And Andrew have Mr. Gavin a personal business known as Westcon as a director. And Andrew Holness, I use the ministry to award Westcon contract. No, sir, this is not real. Yeah, again. Gavin also, Andrew Holness director in Positive Jamaica Foundation, where Holness remain a director. So Gavin then a Westcon, Gavin in the Prime Minister constituency office, and Gavin our next director Positive Jamaica Foundation. Tell me more. Tell me more. Yeah, again. Mr. Gavin and the former Finance Minister Nigel Clark and another person known as Warren Vernon were noted as directors. Both Gavin and Andrew Holness were listed as directors of the company Sunshine Mobile, where the core business activity was the provision of transportation and consultancy. So our next company is known as Sunshine Mobile. So you have Sunshine Mobile, Westcon Construction, Jamaica Positive Foundation, and Andrew Holness constituency office. 4 business that Andrew have Gavin in as director, you know. It gets worse. Mr. Gavin was also listed as a director in another company to Andrew Holness known as West Central St. Andrew Trust, for which Andrew Holness was listed as a director. Cockafat. A 5 business that, you know. 5 business Andrew Holness awarding himself government contract and awarding friend of 20 years the director position. And then you sit down and wonder how this man not get certified yet. It gets worse. Listen this apart here. The report investigation also concludes that both Mr. Gavin and Juliet Holness and East Rural St. Andrew MP and the wife of the Prime Minister were listed as director of a company known as Omega Bridge Finance, for which the core business activity recorded was to provide investment. Business number 6 that you know, one named Omega Bridge Finance. Jamaica, them is something in the Integrity Commission report, you know. The Integrity Commission report uncover them as something here, you know. Them are no make up story, you know, Jamaica. These are what is in the Integrity Commission, you know. Huh? The Integrity Commission said that the company, Westcon Limited, was recommended, in a letter, and that letter was authored by Andrew Holness for the award of contract for works in St. Andrew West Central for a Christmas work program. Labour Party, Labour rights. You hear what the Integrity Commission report say? The report says that the company Westcon Construction Limited was recommended in a letter, and that letter was authored by Andrew Holness for the award of contract for works in St. Andrew West Central for a Christmas work program. So what this is saying is that Andrew Holness award the contract to himself, because Andrew Holness own Westcon Construction, So he award himself a government contract through his constituency office, West Central St. Andrew Trust, to carry out Christmas work program. And then sit and ask yourself, how comes this man is still uncertified? What more no want than that? Here you again. Here them as something again. The National Works Agency, yes, have awarded over 34 contracts to Omega and Westcon Construction, to which 26 of the 34 fell within the value threshold which required the National Works Agency to submit particulars of the contract to the then Contractor General. All right? In relation to the contract that was awarded by the SDC to Westcon, Andrew Holness wrote to the SDC in a letter and advised the SDC that Gavin was to be employed as the project manager under the Constituency Development Fund in St. Andrew West Central. Central. Jamaica people and do not misquote and nothing. Our the reporter talk about this man, me I repeat verbatim, Huh? Jamaica people. You hear them as something, yeah? Subsequent invoices were provided to the SDC requiring that payment to made to Gavin in care of Westcon Construction. Almighty to the Lamb. Make I repeat that again, because people not hear it good, Subsequent invoices were provided to the SDC, requiring the SDC to pay Mr. Gavin in care of Westcon Construction. Tell me now, how comes Gavin still there road? Over this country. And this is the problem in this country in Jamaica. Oftentimes, many of us don't take the time out to read. Reading is fundamental. The more you read is the more your vocabulary expand, the more fool you. Jamaica. This is how Andrew Holness became uncertified up to today, 6 years later. The matter concerning the potential conflict of interest, which arose in relation to the recommendation which was made by Andrew Holness, is being referred to the Director of Corruption Prosecution for consideration with respect to what? Breaches of the Contractor General's Act, breaches of the Public Procurement Regulations Act, and breaches of the Corruptions Preventions Act. You see how much something the Prime Minister would have breached and commit an offense? Based on what this is saying in Jamaica, not only that Andrew Holness would have committed an act such as to breach the Contractor General's Act and Public Procurement Act and Corruption Preventions Act, you know. The Integrity Commission is saying that there are sufficient grounds for the Prime Minister to be further referred. Yeah? To be investigated for financial crimes. What me gonna think Andrew Holness statutory declaration end up down at the FID? Remember, the FID is there to investigate financial crimes, you know. Members of the Prime Minister up to this day cannot explain to the country, yeah, the movements of millions of dollars among connected companies we have. So if you have millions that move through your bank account and you can't explain how you come by the money, there's a possibility that you are committing financial crime. So the Integrity Commission would have done their job, you know. And it is so bad what they discover that they have to refer the matter to the FID. But that is where, you see, Andrew put in charge of the FID Dennis Strong, somebody that will sit on the reports. We don't hear nothing more since he reached down at FID, you know. And to make matters worse, are you aware that the same Andrew Holness statutories end up down at TAJ? Tax Administration of Jamaica have Andrew Holness report as well. So the Integrity Commission have it, the FID have it, and TAJ have it. Why would the TAJ have your statutory declaration? It's either you're not compliant in paying your taxes or you lie on your declarations. And when I read the Integrity Commission report, yeah, it is telling me that Andrew Holness filed nil taxes, which means he cannot pay his taxes for these companies because he's not making any money. But the Integrity Commission would have proven that the same company that Andrew Holness said now make no profit and he now make no money so he can pay no tax for these companies. The Integrity Commission said this your company and they give you $20 million loan. Huh? So where is the TAJ if he come out? Come right to the nation and say, based on the findings from these reports, we agree that the Prime Minister would have committed an offense and he would have lied on his statutory declaration by declaring that he is unable to pay his taxes because his company is not making any money. But the investigation show millions are transferred from account to account. One such account is one of the prime business them when you say nah make no money. So how you take up $20 million from a failed business and lend out as loan? He lied to the nation. Andrew Holness have lied to the country. And that is the reason why we are here, Jamaica. This is the hallmark and the reason for why the Prime Minister to this very day have not yet been certified. Huh? This is a shame and a disgrace. Nothing short of another shame and disgrace in the Labour Party to have a leader who wants to speak and to speak to others when he himself does not have an ounce of integrity. So much so that you lie to the people of this country and lie to the Integrity Commission, the FID and the TAJ. And you are now parading as somebody of good stature. Where? Please to tell us. Tell us this afternoon. An uncertified, worthless man continue to live off the poor and continue to portray himself. Jamaica will reward you openly and publicly. So I had to remind the labor rights this afternoon. Why is it, that Mark Jefferson Golding continue to be certified? And why is it that the Prime Minister, after 5 years, still not being able to be certified? I have to remind Jamaicans this afternoon. There is a reason why Andrew Holness to date has not yet been certified. We have the facts. We don't just speak for speak and talk sake over here. Wait till I launch my YouTube platform. I don't think you see platform turn up yet. Wait until I have the visibility and the ears of the public domain. Jamaica, this is where I have to leave it for this afternoon. I want to thank you guys so much for participating. It was my utmost pleasure being here. Don't forget June 26th. I'm looking forward for the support where all will come together and donate so that I can provide myself with the laptop to carry out the duties and the functions of the people. Jamaica, let us continue to look out one for another. Let us continue to champion the message of the People's National Party. The word is love, Jamaica. Take care and see you guys tomorrow. Same time, same place.